Yes, me. I have returned, as promised in the ancient prophecies of old. Not scrolls, though, or Todd Howard will break my legs. Welcome back to the lowest of energy videos. Seriously, I'm a little groggy. I can't imagine this is going to go on for too long. I'm also very much aware that I'm not drinking today. Every other week. Next week, Raisin will be joining us. And then alcohol will flow as we 3 drinks minimum it up. Now, I'm also starting a bit earlier because I'm a bit tired. And I have no idea how long this is going to go on for. For those of you who don't know, I have been live streaming over on Twitch, link down below, for a good while now. And my goal has been simple. Buy every one of the Final Fantasy games I can get my hands on and beat them. Final Fantasy 7 kicked my ass last time. Sephiroth was a little bit chunkier than I could handle. So I've spent the last week-ish, more even, grinding. I do not have this materia or that item. I don't have this summon or that weapon. It's going to make the completionists, the perfectionists very angry. But you know what? I have been grinding Source in the Glenka. I have Mega All. I got everyone has Ribbon. It's good. We'll be fine. We will. I mean it. Hey, Bill. We're here for another Final Fantasy fuck around. Find out tonight. We face Sephiroth in Final Fantasy 7. We do. And once this is done, it will be the first of the Final Fantasy games that we beat. Hooray! Almost makes up for the fact that today was super humid. Really humid, in fact. The humidity also had the knock-on effect of making people really angry. You know the type. In fact, there was a fight as I was getting into the cab, Metal Monkey and me, to take us back here. We watched a fight in the car park. This Slovakian couple was just screeching at each other, flinging stuff in and out of their car. It was dinner and a show. But before we get into our show, and by the way, if I beat this quick enough, I will then go over to we'll just watch some videos, because we got a busy street podcast tomorrow with Landon and Raisin. Red had to pull out. Very cool of him telling me advanced enough. We actually don't need a backup. But good he wasn't telling me tomorrow, you know, after I made the thumbnail and everything. But yeah, Raisin and Landon will be joining us. But before we get into all that, it's time to do the shilling. Yeah, shilling. Right. Me. Hi, me. How can I do the thing over? Hi, me. Hi, me. Hi, me. Hi, me. Let's see if that works. So, while we wait, I will tell you a few basic things. Number 1. We have up there our stream goal. Anything given via Streamlabs will get this, the last of the Final Fantasy games sorted, of which we need Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy Song of Paradise, and Crisis Core. The remake of 7 will come on its own separate thing, and that'll come much later, when all the other games are done. For one simple reason, money, because it's expensive. It's 80. You fucking believe that shit? I want to see how many universes we can go into, you know. Second of all, if you do want to see me play these, I don't normally do this on YouTube, but go down to the description where you'll find the Streamlabs and our Discord, and help yourself to all them, Twitch too, but you'll also find Twitter. But let's focus on Twitch right now. If you go and subscribe over there, not only will you get access to a bunch of perks, one of which is the watch party over on the Discord. Fancy stuff. That'll be, what's the date today? It's the 14th. That'll be probably between the 24th and the 1st, I'm guessing. It's one of those days. We have to pin that down. So come and join over. With that, I think it's time I boot up this gosh darn it game. Don't you? What am I feeling? Good. I have no idea why, but I could have sworn that if I hid this, we'd have gotten like porn or something just popped up. I have no idea why. I don't have porn up or anything like that. I was just terrified for some reason. Anyway, video games. Probably have to rescale it. Square. Eidos. Yes. Can I move? I cannot. It never likes it. I'll tell you now. It never... Oh, it works. It's scaled right anyway. But it never likes it when I have the controller on the first time. It doesn't register it. It needs to be rebooted once. The other Final Fantasy games, they don't do this. Just this one. Now, a quick rundown of my characters. So, just in case anyone is very polite and donates, you'd see if it's settled.
The body is round.
Great.
This is a test donation for $2.
Sweet. Okay, so we got our sweet boys. Desktop is on. By the way, once this is done, if this is done faster than expected, I will we'll go and watch some videos because we got a lot of news to cover tomorrow. We got the Trump stuff, the Ukraine stuff, maybe the Unabomber, though at this point doesn't seem to be any news coming out on that. There was a lot of attacks in the UK and in the US. I think Mizzy got arrested again. But, you know, we'll go one at a time. Plus, we have Landon on. I'm not going to show him random Orange Gina cats twerking. I saw some Orange Gina earlier today, and I was so tempted. But anyway. We have ourselves some Final Fantasy VII even to go through. So, let me just bring up the stream so I can fucking see it. Well, because I won't be able to read the chat. Because life is not my friend right now. Great. Okay, so we got this. See you guys. You was here. So, Cloud, as you can see there, is not even the strongest. The FX. It's not doing the noise, the bleep noise. Whatever. I don't need no bleep. Okay, so here's Cloud. Dexterity. 212. Strength. 123. Luck. 225. Hell yeah. Tifa. Luck is nearly 60. And Vincent is 45. Not great. Don't matter. Ah, there's the bleep. Counterattack with damage has occurred. Some Bahamut. Ramuth Odin. Titan. Phoenix. Neo Bahamut. Attack with Pair Materia absorbs health at the same time. Comet. Capacity. Double cut. Doesn't look like we're going to get the 4 cut. 80s. Enemy skills all. All restore. Elemental. Fire. Ultimate. MP plus. MP absorb. Throw. Fuck it. We've got a lot of random items we can just get rid of. All effects. Gravity. All effects. Time. Restore. Wait, she's got restore for all of it, right? She does. Then I'm actually going to change out the restore for full heal. Full cure, rather. Okay. Items. Tent. So let's get going. We're taking the right way this time. Thornberry! No longer the nightmare that he once was to me. Still kind of dangerous. Will it kill her instantly? Yes. Oh, no! Almost instant. But not actually. Full kill. Impressive. Perfect use for full cure. Now he does spawn ribbon when you use... Holy shit. Now he does spawn ribbon when he's morphed. It's a nightmare to morph him, but... This looks so cool. Like the art design, the level design on this is just brilliant. Now I won't lie, as you can see here, I already did circle around. So I've got the MP all, not MP all, Mega all star. Now this might hit him. I've got cheese and crackers right here. I'm not on Twitch, so I could say that word. That's right, I can say cheese. Because I just cheesed it. As you can see, we're a little bit overpowered in comparison to the enemies here. The Kiss of Death? That's new. Oh. No, I wish I had sense, so I could find out what the hell her name is, and why she's here. Oh, she's weak as fuck. Carry some point. Wow. I should level up by the time we face Sephiroth. Malboro. Oh, by the way, everyone, I probably won't affect this too much, but after tomorrow, I'm taking a tolerance break from Twitter. Actually, forget tolerance, it's an entirely mental health break. There's just so many things that are making me just generally angry on the pages. Oddly enough, it isn't like Trumpers losing their minds over him getting indicted. Here we are. It's not that. This is the center of the planet? I guess, like I said first time we were here, like he should just be all flat. Did you never see that Angry Beavers episode where they just hollowed onto the side of the planet? Hey Cloud, I found this on the way. Imperial Guard. Here, Cloud. Remedy. Hey Cloud, I found this. Remedy. Cloud, I found this. Speed Source. What? Yeah, if you need to pick up something on the way. Oh, alright. Here, Cloud. Counter materia. I'm the one who found it. You better give it back to me when you're done with it. Let's get going. Alright, everyone. Let's mosey. Damn, again? Stop saying it like a wimp. You say move out or something? Ah, I should actually talk more like this. Move out. What? Look at the number. Coming out in full force. Yo, Cloud, you better go first. Okay, I'm going alone. Shut up! Won't do us no good if anyone back here. Barrett's right. Take two of us with you, go first. The rest catch up with later. Isn't this like a practice run before the final battle? Yeah, a major practice run. I'm fine with that. It's probably more fun than meeting Sephiroth down here. This might be fun to pass time. This is the scene from the suicide mission in Mass Effect 2. Hold the line! They're coming! They're already on the floor next to us. Cloud, hurry up and make up your mind. Oh, it was already a given who I'd pick. I've been grinding them for ages. All of you. Later. Yeah, later. Here we are again. Can't believe I got this far in level 60. Let's go. Alright, the very fucker killed me first time around. Grand sword? Oh, baby. Oh, honey. Oh, sweetie pie. Things have changed now. Fuck you! Adrenaline. Motherfucker, he's got a shield up. It meant nothing. I could fight these all day. Maybe I will. Maybe I don't have a choice in the matter. Good. Cloud's motherfucking done with all this. Yeah, give him that XP. Of course, now we're gonna fight Genova a little bit. That one's always tricky. Oh, zombie. What's it called? Zombie dragon. That means when it dies, it casts Pandora's Box, which is a skill I can pick. Dolphin blow. Yeah. The thing is, Pandora's Box could, in theory, fuck me up. Like, actually end me. At least some of us. We'll see. What's behind door number 1? Is it a learned skill? Ooh, that was close. Nothing we couldn't handle. See? And now Vincent is ready to go. Another dragon. Guess what I can use on you now? Thank your friend for fucking up. Don't teach the enemy your tricks. It's so Jover. 85. Jesus, they're hurling everything at us. Yes. Alright, before we hop on that, one more fight. This fight should, in theory, be the last fight, you know? Right, that's it? That was the last fight? No. False sense of security up in this bitch. This is why I want the 4/. Miss. Should have tried to heal up. Nice. That's it for our high potions. Scrub healing items at this point now. Where are we? What? Genova. It's coming. Woo! Don't hit me without consent. Probably stop wouldn't work, but... Just can't tell if it worked or not. Bye, Mom. This will give me the best XP from the whole game. Soak it in, bitches. Sephiroth's over here feeling flexing like he's gonna beat my ass once again. You ain't gonna beat me. You ain't nothing. Is this light holy? Oh, damn, man. Barret? What, everyone's together again? Yeah. Oh. Sephiroth! Were you expecting the Easter Bunny? Is this Sephiroth's power? My body. Can't control my body. I want to do the hokey pokey. Definitely not good. Wherever league. I don't know if I can go on. Cloud. There. It's there. Cloud? Holy, it's in there. Holy materia is shining. Eris' prayer is shining. Holy Eris. Not over yet. This isn't the end yet. Please make a party of 3. Vincent's is kind of along for the ride. Yeah. One last chance. Behemoth attack. Hades, Double Cut, Comet, MP+, Phoenix, Fire, Titan, HP Absorbed, Odin, Ramut. Prefer not to use the X potions, but fuck it. Wait, where's the ether? There. Now, equipment. Alright. And now, party of 3. Barrett, Sid, and Yuffie. Their material. All. Cure. All ice. This is definitely gonna be the B squad. All bolt. That's really it. There's shield, isn't it? I got shield somewhere. Time? It's got haste, but it's the only one that'll matter. Barrier? Yeah, okay. Fuck it. Let's go. D-barrier, D-spell, yeah. Not even really trying with these. Poison, I really don't think poison or alright. Not only yours, Avalanche, Marlene, Dan, everyone of the planet. Let's see it through then, for the future and the future of the planet. I understand now, Grandpa. This is my mission. I won't let the live stream or the planet wither away. Era's memories are memories. Come, planet, show us your answer. At Sephiroth to settle everything. Settle everything. Let's go. Take 3. Come on, you bastard. Do it. Do it. And hit Yuffie. They have a... Fuck. Kill the arms. Come on. Do it, do it, do it. Oh, God. We don't do it like so, bitch. Not yet. Fuck. Would you stop? What a dickish thing to do. No! Stop it! Do it on the See, I knew it. That one was out of sync. That shouldn't have happened. Yeah, why the hell am I not just using... Quake 3's a good game. Ah, no. No, come on. Come on now. Item... X potion. I bet you. I wonder if you just cast that angel thing again. Okay. Yeah, it first arrived. See that? There, I can't stand because it's pointless. What's this meant to represent? Is that he's flexing. Okay. Come on. Not really. Can you please just stop doing that? Alright, let's give this a go. Wow! Yay! That wasn't even his final form. At least there's no gimmick with this one. There is an iconic soundtrack though. Skill, big guard. Wall. Ryan's always Tifa. Why is it Tifa? Why is it always Tifa? Hmm. Oh yeah. Have a shot. You getting ready to start some shit there? I had a feeling that wouldn't work. Peek me in. I'm at work. Fair enough. We're definitely holding our own. He hasn't cast Supernova yet. I should have had one of my guys equip the barrier so we can get rid of that fucking wall skill he's got going on. Moment of truth? Oh, Pale Horse. Okay. Still on Tifa. And barely did it. She can't reach. He can't reach. Magic. So here we go. Trying. Not even trying. Alright, here it is. If I can survive this... One of the most iconic attacks in the franchise's history, if not the most iconic attack in the franchise's history, I'll be okay. Bye, Pluto. Oh no, Saturn. Neptune and Uranus are fine. As was Saturn, because nothing happened. This is gonna look fucking metal as shit when we get to, when we get to the remaster. Well, I can hurl the comet too. Hey Cloud, what do you think about my rippling muscles? I've seen better. I wasn't talking to you. We did it. We survived it. Full cure. Tifa, cure 3. Oh no. Might have a death on our hands. Break? Yeah. X potion. It's always Tifa. Phoenix down. Magic Comet 2. Oh, and he's coming back down to our level. How polite. Spell. fool! Tifa can punch you now. Dean! Ow. I've had worse Deans. Giga Duck. Okay. Ooh! 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 Viva done it! No! How did you do it? Grinding. That seems like a terrible waste of time. Mommy, I was a special boy. We're all special. That's what makes us just like everyone else. Omni Slash. It's got that achievement. Did we do it? I think we did it. This is all we could do. Wait, what about Holy? What's gonna happen to the planet? That... I don't know. Isn't the rest up to planet? You're right. We've done all that we could do. Alright, everyone. We did our best. That's it. Let's go home proud. I don't have a home anymore. I hate my home. I'm a wanted war criminal. Ugh. What happened? I feel it. What? He's still here. Oh God, Cloud, you're not doing this again, are you? Still. Cloud? He's laughing. Wah! Cloud. Super rendered cutscene. Not just like a normal one. It's rare. It's gone through a Stargate. Advanced 90s technology. Oh shit, he's reverted so far back he's a sperm again. Right here, right now, right here. Cloud. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Where can I get them? Cloud. It was always down to two of us. Why do you have your shirt off? Omni Slash. Why are we all so super well rendered? Holy fuck! Cloud's coming in hard, yo. Mommy. He hurt me, Mommy. Or did he? Yummy. Holy fuck, I forgot about that. Achievement unlocked. End of game. That's all it's called. I did it. My mopey Zelda face did it. Look at his giant clown feet. And he's got the pauldron of a fucking Horus Heresy era space marine. Live stream? They still don't have voice actors. God, your hands are so moisturized and manicured. Wait, you're not God. Fucking Majora Mask music, what the fuck? Whee! Huh. I think I'm beginning to understand. What? The answer from the planet. The Promised Land. I think I can meet her there. Dude, I'm literally holding on to you right now. You gotta make a choice. Ah, fuck it. Let's have a three-way. I'll go meet her too. Holy shit, tit vision. Her giant boobs is flopping on top. Hey, where is everyone? Why, you want him to watch? Hey! Ha! No Vincent and Yuffie, because they're optional. Glad you're all safe. All seem to be safe too. Now, what are we gonna do? Holy should be moving soon. And that means this place will... Lady Luck, don't fail me now. Look at the size of his fucking shoulder pads. Just left him in the cave, yeah. Vincent and Yuffie flying off in the ship together. They were the real romantic couple this entire time. Oh, damn. Planet's firing a Kamehameha wave. Oh, I'm sure the high wind was built to survive that, yeah. Clearly not, holy fuck. How do we get back inside the ship? Oh, it could also transform a third time, but you can't play with that version because fuck you, player. Meanwhile, in Calm, I think it's Calm anyway. Yeah, it's Calm. I'm a character. The flower? What the fuck are you? Oh, shit. Man's hubris indeed. I'm sure everyone in the city's fine and not being harvested for their souls. Poor Midgar, my beautiful diesel punk utopia. Shinra. Shinra, you have lied to us. The stock options are worthless. Worthless! This is how ANCAPs think communism is. Meanwhile, in another place... Hey, we can't have that building blowing up till Advent children. no. Too much of a power talk. So, I guess we lost? Wait a damn minute. What's gonna happen to Midgar? Everyone's already dead, okay? We can't let that happen. Had everyone take refuge at the slums. The way things are now. Yeah, I don't think that piece of metal would have been able. It's too late for Holy. Meteors approaching the planet. Holy's having the opposite effect. Forget Midgar. Gotta worry about the planet. Oh, that's right. Right upper skirt. Yeah, go on. What's that? Oh shit, it's some spirit signs coming up here. Faith crystals. I only ever watched this ending once as a kid when I beat the game. This is all, I don't remember half of it. What the hell is that? You just love saying that. Live stream. You could do that? I don't know, maybe. Lend me a force of your strength. It's not a spirit bomb. It's coming. Hey, yeah, I can see the references here. Like this is Fern Gully level of environmentalism right here. The World Wide Web, an interconnecting series of tubes. Yeah, I'm basically like God. Carbon nanofiber tubes. Woo! And for the longest time, that was my favorite game of all time. Fucking did it! We did it! Only took me many days of grinding podcasts and audiobooks. So many trips into the Glinka. Me forever simping after every... Alright, maybe half of the female cast. Terribly doing the voices of every character until they all sounded roughly the same. Or just ripped off Team 4 Star. I was kind of dreading this, actually. Not to beating it, but just actually streaming. Because I was terrified I wouldn't be able to kick his ass. But yeah. You saw there, he put up a fight, but not as much of a fight as last. And as always, they needed to go and kill Tifa, didn't they? They always just have to go after a bunch of incels. But yeah, that's Final Fantasy VII, and did it hold up? Yeah. I mean, I can see why people want to remaster it. It could do with a lot of modernization. And it's a lot smaller than a lot of games out these days, or even only a few years later. Like, Final Fantasy 13 is way bigger than this game. The plot is easy to follow compared to some other Final Fantasy games. And it can be really creative at times. It's also, but it is very much a product of its time. The whole environmentalism message. Michael Jackson, what about us? Heal the planet shit. Hippie shit, basically. But here's the thing. It works. It's endearing. It's a very endearing plot. It's in a very endearing game. It's satisfying to level up, and there's different ways to level up, from the AP system to the weapons. You know, the modern one probably has like a weapon upgrade system or some shit. But it's Final Fantasy VII. It's held up. The Sephiroth choir. God. I wonder how many of them are still even alive, let alone still doing the Sephiroth, the tours when they do the live performances. This game meant a lot to a lot of people my age. And it put Final Fantasy from almost like a Dragon's Quest, Hero's Quest sort of game franchise. Phantasy Star, you know. It's there. It has its fans, but it's not on par with like the big dogs, like say Zelda. Well, it might not be as big as Zelda, it is on par with it. And it is the PlayStation, for the longest time it was the PlayStation's equivalent to all those sort of games. It spawned thousands of horny teenage girls fan fictions and horny teenage boys art commissions. A trend that goes on to this day. And of course, there was a reason why the very first game they made as a remaster was Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, as a remake then. But if people don't mind, like younger people don't mind playing this game in its current form, well, at least it got an alternative, right? So the story gets told either way. I will say, I am glad it's done. As fun as it was, it outstayed its welcome. But as the music's playing, I feel a little bit of a thing here in my chest. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. England. Not the UK, just England. Jeffrey E. England. Intel, Microsoft, the Duck Corporation, Nvidia, Brady Games. "500 years later. See, Marvel? You weren't the first to come up with these after credit stings." You know it's red because that's the music he plays. He's got a Charizard tail. I do love that, like, end shot of Midgar showing that, like, nature's just completely retaken it. Which also tells a lot, by the way, because in the Dire of Cerberus and in Advent Children, there's a city that's built outside of Midgar called Midgar's ruins called Edge. Children's laughter, you say? That's creepy. That's really creepy use of children's the game just stops. What the fuck? Yeah. It doesn't boot you back to the main menu. It just ends. I've now got the opening browser, the play, achievements, settings, online profile, credits. How does Red have kids? I wondered that myself. They probably either have Red discover a lost member of his tribe, or maybe he's cloned. I mean, they did have the tech. They were gonna have him have sex. No, he's not a lab experiment. He's the last of his kind. So, to the point where Hojo was gonna have him bang Eris, which would have been. Which is where you see them in the tube. If not bang her, then merge her in a sort of Cronenberg-esque version of The Fly. I don't know which is worse. Anyway, Hojo was a freak like that. But yeah, even still, your question's valid. Like, where does he find the other female? Where does he find? Maybe his kind, I don't know, like osmosis. They just kind of plop out of him. Anyway, that was Final Fantasy VII, the first of our game lineup of the Final Fantasies that is complete. I don't know why, but I think the next one on the list that I'm going to beat is 15. No guarantee, because we're getting pretty far in 8. But we'll see. And like number 1 is only like half time of this. Yeah, that was a great experience. I will, now looking back at it, I think the game kind of starts faltering a little bit plot wise after you leave Midgar, and I think that's why they have the Final Fantasy VII as episodic. Now the remaster, the remake. Ooh, I'm really starting to feel tired. I'm half tempted just to wrap it up. I did say maybe. It's only 5:30. But to wrap it up now, I'd probably feel super tired. Well, yeah, we fucking did it. Hello. So I'm gonna go now and uninstall 7. Save on memory. that it's got much in the way of a presence, but there's a sense of finality to it. Only 10% of the players had actually beaten the game. That's kind of fucking weird. Of course, when they made the game, they didn't realize how popular it would be, and they didn't realize how it would spawn all these different ones. You've got Advent Children, Dire of Cerberus, the remake, Crisis Core, which we will get, Dirge of Cerberus as well if I can get my hands on it. That's something we can look at right now. By the way, if you're enjoying yourselves, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Help the channel grow with a donation. And if you want to see me play more Final Fantasy, I do it mostly on Twitch. Yeah. List Final, all of which you can find in the doobly-doo down below. That's it. Let's learn about the game a little bit. That, of course, was my first ever Final Fantasy game. I say of course because a lot of people also have it. Final Fantasy VII is a role-playing game developed by Square for PlayStation Console. It is the 7th main installment of the series, published by Japan, in Japan by Square, was released in other regions by Sony, came first main series to see a PAL release. Story follows Cloud Strife, a mercenary who joins an eco-terrorist organization to stop a world-controlling megacorporation from the planet's using the planet's life essence as an energy source. Events sends Cloud in pursuit of Sephiroth, superhuman who seeks to wound the planet and harness its healing power in order to be reborn as a demigod. During the journey, Cloud builds friendships with his party members, including Eris Gainsborough, holds a secret in saving the world, and Tifa, who he forms a little bit closer to. Development began in 1994 for Super Nintendo. After delays of technical difficulty from experimenting with several platforms, Square moved the product to the PlayStation, largely due to the advanced CD-ROM format. Veteran Final Fantasy staff returned. The title became the first series full motion video, which we saw there. They might look basic as fuck, but they were pretty fucking proud of it. And 3D computer graphics, which features 3D character models superposed over 2D rendered backgrounds, which gives it that weird sort of surreal look that a lot of games had. It was worse when it would be like live action green screen people superimposed over a background like that. Phantasmagoria has a few scenes like that. 3D character remains mostly unchanged from previous entries. Final Fantasy VII, more widespread science fiction elements, and more it's less fantasy now, and more to do with a sort of diesel punk modernish dystopian vibe, which they did in Final Fantasy VIII, and then they went back from it in Final Fantasy IX, but the damage was already there, and that's why people complained about how Final Fantasy IX wasn't cool enough. So in Final Fantasy X, they kind of mix the two up, and that's where we kind of get the modern aesthetic of Final Fantasy, which is, you see it throughout the series, but I think best example would be the gardens in Final Fantasy VIII, with all the spikes and spires and twists and all this sort of fluted, bizarre architecture. That's why in Final Fantasy 15, I think it's so weird that you've got all these modern looking cities, and then you've got like these flying, almost like 40k spaceships, cathedrals, you know? Introducing game staff over 100, combined development budget of around 80 million. Assisted by a large promotional campaign, 7 received widespread commercial and critical success, remains widely regarded as a landmark title, and one of the greatest video games of all time. Title won numerous Game of the Year awards, with knowledge for bolstering sales of PlayStation. Yep, perfect timing, perfect storm to make this game amazing. Critic praised the graphics, gameplay, music, and story. Although some criticism was directed towards the local English localization, successful enhanced port on various platforms, multiplayer sub-series called the compilation of Final Fantasy VII, and a high-definition remake trilogy with its first entry released in 2010. I want to look at the compilation series. So, because depending on how expensive or how easy we can get them, yeah, Advent Children and The Last Order. The Last Order? Is that the anime? I remember Advent Children. That was some crazy shit. I don't recognize all these. Rebirth. Before Crisis, Final Fantasy VII. Prequel forms a part of the compilation. Meta-series takes place 6 years prior to the events of the game and focuses on the adventures of the Turks, a group of covert operatives working with the Shinra company. Oh yeah, I know the plot of this. Yeah. What platforms? It was a mobile game. Yeah, I know the gist of it. Ever Crisis. Upcoming role-playing game for Android. No. That's the anime. Is that? That's meant to be Zack. Cute. Yeah, I think I remember watching this. And then he defies the laws of physics by kind of grabbing it and then pulling himself up over. Like it just recreates the like it remasters it. Oh yeah. That's right. This is just a... Oh, that's right. I remember this. It's a little thing called a remake. 2010? Was it really? God, it's so weird seeing this version of Tifa with her clothes on. Or Eris, for that matter. Yeah, we'll get to this. The process behind compilation creation of Fabulous Nova Crystallized Final Fantasy. A subset... Oh god, is that really a name? Use lesson of compilation, individual before Crisis. Popularity will inspire creation of other mobile titles. Final Fantasy Type 0, Battle Sequence F and Children. Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, I see that. But let's have a look at this one. Consists of 7 games. Final Fantasy 13, flagship title. Oh, is there meant to be multiple ones? Yeah. Oh god, what's this for the PSP? Wait, 15 and 13 are set in the same universe? Are they? Fifth core Final Fantasy title was released worldwide, later ported to Windows. Battle systems similar to those from Kingdom Hearts, and series Type 0. Game uses. Wow, this is. I did not know that. 15 is meant to be set in the same structure as 13. Is this like centuries before it? Or after? Probably after. Maybe like 13 is a distant future of 15. Just to confuse it even more. Yeah. Yeah. The mythology. The god Bunvizi. I don't care if that's not how you pronounce it. I want to say that. Bunviz. He's controlled the mortal world, killing his mother, the creator god Minwin. Mayuin. Vanished the unseen realm, mortality to the world, curse to trait new deities, unseen realm, control both worlds. The first deity is Pulse. Okay, task terraforming of the world. Second one is Etro. It's discarded because, yeah. Race of the games, godlike beings. Yeah. While not referred to as such in the original terminology, human embodied with magic, burden, and task system 15 were the main protagonist. Okay, that's fucking weird. I did not know that about 15. 15 has some sort of connection to the 13. Because Final Fantasy games don't tend to be connected to each other. Like when Final Fantasy VIII came out, I thought it would be a sequel, but it's not. Alright. I'm groggy as fuck. I want to lay down. My tooth's acting up. But we did it! Sorry for the short stream here, folks. Oh, let's make it a full 2 hours. One video. Let's make it a good one. That way I can say I got you as a video. Here, we won't have time to watch Walter. Won't be able to watch Walter tomorrow. I won't have enough time. So, let's hear from this motherfucker. By the way, the next Final Fantasy I'm playing is probably going to be 8. Yeah, the next few games I'll be playing is 8, 9, 10, and 15. The main reason we've taken a chunk out of Oldham, and in comparison, the what do you call it? The pixel games will be done much quicker.
Hey everyone, this is Walter, and I'm back here with more stories I found on Reddit. Today we're going to be asking ourselves, who is wrong in these stories I'll be reading? Reddit Am I the Asshole is the place where you can post your stories from real life and ask who is wrong to random Redditors who probably spend a lot of time reading this kind of shit. Well anyway, let's just begin with stories from Reddit Am I the Asshole. Today we're starting with a wedding story, as usual, but this one is especially infuriating. Am I the asshole for flipping out on my fiancé for canceling all the vegan food options from our wedding food menu behind my back? My fiancé, 31 male, and I, 25 female, are getting married soon. There wasn't much that disagreed on during the wedding planning, except for food. Me and my family are vegans, and there are so many reasons why we chose this lifestyle, and one of them being that we have a history of health issues. My fiancé and his family are the complete opposite. They're hardcore meat eaters, which is fine by me, obviously.
Well,
However, when deciding on the wedding food menu, I wanted to add 4 to 5 vegan options. My fiancé and his mom objected, saying it was a waste of money over food.
there we are. That was weird. I have no idea what happened there. Okay. That was weird. Anyway, first red flag. They went out of their way to say that was a waste of money for not real food, but like some people don't eat that on religious grounds. Others don't eat meat on grounds of like health reasons. And it's preferences. They don't have to be incredibly expensive. They are considerate. You are hosting people. Lots of people, most likely. It's a wedding.
They also argued that this would be offensive for their guests and suggested my vegan options just be the good old salads and appetizers. His mom wanted cupcakes, lol. I said no because for one, it's me and my family who's paying, and two, I want to make my guests feel welcome and not be treated as second-class citizens by being served salad. My fiancé made a face and said, "Isn't that what vegans eat?" I refused to argue about it and said it was final. You know, if it was vegans who didn't want meat at their wedding because they think it's cruel, I wouldn't agree with them, but at least I could see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Meat eaters being offended by vegan options they're not even paying for makes literally no sense. I almost thought it might be swapped, but the story actually gets more annoying.
Well,
The other day, I found out he had canceled all the vegan options and took them off the menu completely and behind my back. I was seething. I called him at work, but he kept hanging up on me. I went straight to his workplace and confronted him there and just flipped out on him. He was stunned to see me. He at first said it was his mom's idea, then told me to go home because I was making a scene at the office. The fight continued at home and he defended himself by saying that I sort of made him resort to doing this after I kept brushing off his thoughts and input, and refusing to accommodate his family. But there were plenty of meat options. Why can't I get 4 to 5 vegan options when I'm paying for it? He yelled that it was his wedding too, not my family's. My family said it was fine and they'll figure it out and told me to let it go, but I refused. Am I the asshole for putting my foot down on this?
no.
I like how he's supposed to be marrying this vegan woman and apparently has no idea what she eats. Anyway, she needs to abort this marriage.
Yeah.
If she can't even put her foot down on one thing at her own fucking wedding, a thing that she is paying for, then what the hell's going to happen after they get married? This mother-in-law is going to run this woman's life. And the man is a mama's boy, one of those terms you aren't supposed to use on Am I the Asshole? I know people often overuse terms like mama's boy and incel, but sometimes the shoe just fits too perfectly.
Yeah.
Now he's trying to convince her she was acting crazy at his office. No.
No, like, there's no... They didn't know... He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. He did everything wrong. She did nothing wrong, and if you want to call him an incel, an asshole and an incel, absolutely he is. Right? That is such some soy shit. Ironically enough, it's soy shit. Just have a fucking smorgasbord of it, like a Harry Potter-esque Hogwarts spread of endless food. It's a fucking wedding. Or else tell everyone to bring their own food. You know? Be really petty. Go one way or the other. Nuke something.
Crazy is what I would do if you went behind my back with this kind of bullshit. Thankfully, there's an update confirming this mother-in-law is even worse than expected. Update.
Thankfully.
So his mom messaged me earlier to try to get me to listen to what she had to say after I kept ignoring her phone calls. She spent long walls of text just to address what I did at her son's workplace, calling it all kinds of stuff from immature to unhinged. She then went to explain how she's noticed that me and my family kept acting dismissive of her son's input and contributions to the wedding. She said that she noticed my behavior towards him and her entire family and wanted to speak up earlier, but didn't, and tried to keep the peace. She then went on to address the food menu issue and denied her involvement in the cancellation of the vegan options. But that didn't mean she doesn't support her son's decision. Moreover, she thought it was so responsible of him to make that move because of my continual refusal to see how this stuff is a waste of money. She also pointed out how I kept saying I paid for it and said that technically this isn't just my money. It's mine and his because we're getting married. She suggested I wise up and get rid of my money I paid for it mentality.
Even if she is stupid enough to marry this fucker, don't do it without a fucking prenup saying what you are worth and what he is worth. Something tells me she's worth here, he's worth down here, you know?
She finally mentioned how bad this whole situation is making me look, and said that she and her son had already offered a number of compromises that I chose to brush off and decided to make it my weird hill to die on. She said that not only her son is upset, but she and the family are as well after hearing about it, and suggested I just agree on their compromise and be done with it. This pissed me off beyond belief. I responded by letting her know that I'm still standing my ground on this, even if I'll have to call the whole wedding off because of it, because honestly, this is just ridiculous. It is. My mom and dad, they don't even know what to say anymore. Apparently my fiancé saw my response to her, he's with her, and is now trying to call me, but right now I'm waiting on him to get home and see if he's still insisting on the stance he took. I'll update if there's anything worth adding after we talk. Man, I wish all the worst to this mother and her family. The only compromise she wants is complete capitulation. They should go sit in the corner and eat their salads. She says it's not the OP's money, but I bet she doesn't see her precious son's money as mutual property yet. I can't even imagine sitting there and letting my mom bitch out my partner. This guy's a pathetic piece of shit. The silver lining is that he let his true colors show before the wedding. Would have been a lot messier otherwise.
Yeah.
Perhaps I'm talking too much. This one really annoyed me though.
Well,
Not the asshole. So he, 1, has no clue what vegans actually eat and no interest in learning. 2, believes having food for your family is offensive to theirs, while having no food for your family is perfectly fine. 3, doesn't respect your input and your money. 4, makes decisions about matters important to you behind your back. 5, either can't stand up to his mom or uses her as his scapegoat. There's a lot of things to be really angry about. Why are you marrying this guy again? The OP didn't post anymore, but here's one comment that she did leave. Good for you. Marriage is about compromise, and it doesn't sound like your ex is interested in compromising, or even letting you have a say in things. That isn't a partnership. Thank you.
marriage is so much about compromise, but people can only compromise so much, right? Everyone's got their own ups and downs. 50%, 60-40, whatever. But everyone, men, women, rich, poor alike, they all have their limits.
And you're right. Honestly, I felt kind of hesitant about posting an update. In fact, I was hesitant about posting my situation as a whole. Normally, I'm not the type to share my private business online, but I was desperate. Like I said, there were times where his family made me feel like I was taking crazy pills. Honestly, and I'm gonna say this anyway, I hate them. They always made me feel like an outsider and a stranger. Never really warmed up to me, and instead pretended to like me, but it was obvious they resented me. They claim I'm a covert fat-phobic, but in reality, I got mocked along with my family for being underweight due to health issues I'd mentioned before. Don't even get me started on ex-future mother-in-law. Though I feel as though I gotta let it all out and vent. Okay, that was pretty crazy, so let me know what you think about it if you want. Well, let's move on. Am I the asshole for refusing to talk to my sibling? My sister. I'll call her T here. No god, we're doing the letter thing. Let me just assign a name. Tess. She can be Tess.
Okay.
My sister, I'll call her Tess here, has always been more successful than me, especially academically. I have certain learning disabilities, but I am in no way dumb. I just need more instructions for me to be able to complete certain tasks.
That's fair.
Tess always seemed to believe that she is better than me because of this, to the extent that she would say it to my face, and honestly, I couldn't really argue with her because our parents took her side.
That's a weird thing to be like, I'm better than you at or just in general, you know? Like, everyone is better than someone at something else, you know? Anyone watching this right now or in the future, remember to like, share, and subscribe. You're going to be better at something, and you're going to be worse than something. No one's best at everything, and no one's the worst at everything. I suppose the worst you could be is just being ignorant of something, and then you can fix that by learning about it. Or what the worst you could be would be having a grasp of it, but making such a bad job of it. Like Cobes. Is Cobes the worst chef in the world? No, he's not. He's a terrible chef. He's a terrible cook. But is he... Then again, every person he's ever cooked for seems to love his food. So who are we to argue? It could look terrible, but taste amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up after this one. I don't even really want all this cheese and crackers, honestly. I might pop them in the fridge for tomorrow. Fine by me.
A few years ago, Tess failed to get into Oxford, her dream university, but still ended up at a very good university.
Not bad.
At the time, I was working my butt off with schoolwork because I also wanted to get into a very good university and make my family, including her, proud of me. I managed to graduate high school in the
Seems
top of my class.
really
I applied to
stressful
multiple
life.
universities, one of them being Cambridge. I didn't think I would be able
very
to get
fancy.
in, even with good grades in high school and extra activities, but it was my dream university. To my surprise, I managed to get into 4 of the 5 universities I applied for, Cambridge being one of the 4. I
Hell
was
yeah.
very happy about it, but Tess was not. She came into my room and started crying and shouting at me because I got into a university that was more prestigious than hers. She told me that if I was a good sibling, I wouldn't mind going to a less-known university, and started saying stuff.
This family's very rich. This family is very, very up its own ass. And these are terrible parents because this girl had the worst possible reaction to this. Who the fuck would have that reaction? Oh. Well, hold on. She also got into Oxford, which is actually grander than Cambridge. Cambridge and Oxford fight, but Oxford's like older, so it's henceforth more prestigious.
Stuff like, how could you do something like this to me? I am the smart child. You hate me, don't you? I bet you'll fail and drop out with that pathetic IQ of yours. I barely spoke to her after that, and when I moved out, I blocked her on every social media I had. My parents are very mad at me, saying that I should at least talk to her and let her apologize, and tell me that she acted that way because she was just very angry in that moment and didn't mean it. They say I'm being very immature, but that was the
No.
last straw for me, and I don't want to talk with her, even though it's been almost a year since we had the fight.
Come on.
Edit, for people upset that I said graduate high school, I am an international student. Where I am from, we refer to finishing high school as graduating high school because we consider it a pretty big deal. Okay, first off, what are we supposed to call that ceremony at the end of high school, where people wear gowns and caps and receive a diploma?
Graduation.
What do these randos on Reddit suggest we call it, if not a graduation? I do like your sister yelling about IQ. It's a good thing we let people into college based on IQ, right? Oh,
Only kids who've done IQ and white nationalists care about IQ. And I find that hilarious because the Nazis used to have a mandatory IQ test back in the day, and then they had to change it when Jewish people on average had higher IQ. So they started to alter it in different varieties.
wait, we use a metric that actually matters a little more, like test scores and recommendations.
Yeah.
I'd also like to say that luck is a skill, one heavily involved in things like getting into college, or making it on YouTube, actually, along
Pretty
with
much.
hard work. Intellect isn't everything. I think this reply from the OP is important. She is older than me, and she was doing her master's when it happened. My god, she storms in to bitch out her teenage sister for getting into a good school. She should have just responded with, wah wah wah. I know, it's easier to come up with what to say in my script than it is in person at the time.
Yeah.
It's almost like
It's those
universities
shower
can tell the difference between a
conversations.
natural...
Right? After, like, a day later after you've had an argument, you're like, even if you've won it, you could be in the shower and go, yeah, I should have said that. Then everybody clapped, and I got a blowjob right then and there.
gifted / smart child and a hard-working young adult who has proven their worth. Not the asshole. Your sister is super toxic. Who bullies someone with a learning disability, especially their own sibling? You deserve the prestigious
doing
opportunity
better.
you've been given and should not back down from it. Maybe, just maybe, later down the road she realizes how immature she is and sincerely apologizes. I hope everything works out for you and hope you do well at university. Happy studying. The OP does not think her sister sincerely wants to apologize, by the way. Anyway, it's up to her. She doesn't have to hear her sister out, and the parents are probably making their favorite pretty obvious at this point. Congrats to the OP. I found this next one on Reddit Nice Guys, but it does appear to be from Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for protecting my friend from her male classmate?
What?
I, 23 male, have a close friend named Julia, 22 female, who goes to school with me. We have been friends since we were both freshmen in college, and I often feel responsible for her well-being and safety. Is that a normal way to feel about your friend? He already sounds like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Last week I went out to...
Like, you can feel bad, you can feel worried about someone's safety if they do something crazy. Like, say you befriend someone and you find out that they're a drug addict. But you're like just become friends with them. You do start to worry a little bit. I've had to deal with that. I've met people who would like a little bit of the nose candy, for example, and they would be all full of, and you'd wonder like, okay, so every time I'm seeing them, they're high as fuck. Now, obviously, you could then turn to, hell, I'm a big enough man to admit it. People have said that about me in reverse with drinking. He's always drinking. He's always drunk, though. Is he? I wish I bloody hell was. Was right now. It was a really stressful day.
drinks with Julia and her friends, and Julia got very drunk. For context, one of Julia's male classmates, who was with us at the bar, I will call him Alex, has acted inappropriately to her in the past, but Julia decided to forget about it for the good of the group. The whole time we were at the bar, he sat very close to her, and even bought her a couple drinks at the end of the night, despite her being obviously incredibly drunk. I live on campus, but Julia lives in an apartment building half an hour away, and since Julia doesn't have a car, she told me she would take public transportation home. When I saw how drunk she was, I decided I would drive her home. But Julia told me Alex had already offered since he lived closer to her. Despite this, I made an executive decision and took her to my car. Julia was...
No. Oh, what you do is you just are like, oh, okay, well, you've got my number, so like, you take care and I'll see you tomorrow. She is an adult, able to make decisions on her own. You don't need to coddle her.
I was very upset, but I thought she was too drunk to understand the potential danger she was in. When we got to my dorm, I put her to sleep in my bed and slept on the couch. That morning, she was upset that I had taken her to my house while she was drunk. She said that I overstepped her boundaries and should have let Alex drive her. I tried to explain that it was for her safety, but Julia truly believed that Alex had no ulterior motives. This conflict has strained our friendship, and Julia says she will be upset with me until I admit that I shouldn't have driven her home without her permission.
She might have also just wanted to get to know Alex. Maybe even being okay with her making a move. Or maybe he really didn't have any vibes towards her like that. Or could respect boundaries. Because he couldn't.
Am I the asshole?
Kind of.
He made an executive decision. You know, to take her home to his bed without any real permission. This is his duty as her, protector, I guess. And he basically wants to assume this other guy is trying to take advantage of her, without a lot of evidence. At least not that he told us. I always like it when the girl says they crossed boundaries and they try to hit her with logic on how actually they didn't, and she was wrong about what her own boundaries were. Fucking brilliant way to romance someone. But let's give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he didn't have any ulterior motives, which maybe he didn't, to be fair. Not sure when exactly the plan changed from I'll drive you home to I'll drive you to my home, but most people think that's where he became the asshole. You're the asshole. I can't believe you not only forced her into your car, but also forced her to sleep over in your dorm.
Yeah.
Julia says she will be upset with me until I admit that I shouldn't have driven her home without her permission. She's right. Congrats on becoming the newest male classmate to act inappropriately. I'm not sure if OP's actions count as kidnapping in a legal sense, as he didn't prevent her from leaving in the morning, but as you said, he forced someone into his car and brought her into his house against her wishes, and in opposition to other plans for transport and lodging that she had worked out with other people.
Bit of the old
He's lucky nobody thought Julia went missing and called the
here.
cops on him. OP, whatever Alex did that was inappropriate in the past, your actions here are almost certainly an entire order of magnitude worse in that regard. At what point exactly did you decide that your home was actually the better place for her? And why exactly did you decide that? Super weird, and yes, you're the asshole. If you were genuinely concerned about Alex, you could have driven her to her house. But to be honest, the situation in itself makes me doubt your actual perception.
Where she lives. You know, a roommate, sister, another friend, parents, whatever. And be like, hey, yeah, so she's really drunk. It's alright if I drive her back to your place?
Of Alex. Yeah, he purposely didn't give us some information, it seems. He was vague about this Alex guy and what he actually did in the past, and he was also vague about how drunk Julia was. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it a day now. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have something to say about some of these rather annoying stories, make sure you let me hear it.
Walter's cool. I approve of Walter. Well, I got 2 hours in. We beat Sephiroth, which was the whole point of being here. I really didn't think it would be over so quickly, but I am absolutely wrecked with a K. Or with a Q. I've seen it written with a Q sometimes. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff. Give me all that 90s-ness right in my face. Hello, and thank you for installing Windows 95. Please follow the on-screen instructions. You know about the World Wide Web. It is the fastest form of communications in human history. Little MIDI music. Ooh, I know what we could listen to. Beautiful. Fantastic. I gotta get some more GIFs. What's this? What the Windows 95 sound? Remix. Yeah. The sound of the sound of Windows 95. That takes me back. And you just have like this giant tower next to you, just huge fans. I mean, the fans work much these days as they did last time, still. Alright. Procrastinating now. I'm gonna go and lay down. It's only 6 o'clock, but fuck it. I'm tired. See you guys tomorrow for Bearded Ramblings over here. Raisin and Landon will be joining us. Red Eye had to pull out. He just sent a message a few hours ago. No harm, no foul. Also, don't forget that we have our stream go, and we have us, if you join over on Twitch, you'll be able to watch our watch party. That's over on the Discord. Up a Twitter. All these things can be yours for the low, low price of scrolling down to the doobly-doo and deciding on what to click. Raisin! Showing up right here at the end. You missed Sephiroth, and you missed Am I the Asshole. I fucking destroyed Sephiroth. It was great. Oh, and you also got to see very early joke about Tifa's boobs. She's like pulls herself up on top of a cliff ledge, and her boobs just kind of go womp because they're big. Anyway, yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow there, Raisin, and I'll hopefully see you guys soon. Want more gaming? You'll find out we're on Twitch. One drinking stream this time next week. Probably starting now this time next week. I will be joined by Raisin, and we all going to get drunk and watch videos. Oh, and while I don't think I can go and do I don't think I can go to Pride this year. I don't think I've got the money. But I do have the money to go to Longford to see Claire when she's up there. So that'll be on the 1st of... I'll be on the 1st of next month. And I know. But on the plus side, you'll see Lulu's boobs, or Lilu's boobs. That's Lulu, from 10. She's got the next best pair out of the entire franchise. And of course the remake, if you stick around long enough to we get around to the remake, you'll see more boobs there too. Tifa boobs. They'll be all modernized. Tifa boobs. Booba. Alright, I gotta leg it. See yous.